Hi, welcome to Align with Ariana. I am Ariana, of course, your favorite psychic medium. I am able to go beyond the veil of life and death to connect with spirits that are sometimes nice and sometimes not so much. So I want to welcome you here to my channel. So in this reading, I was feeling like a lot of energy and guiding me on whether to talk about the presidential election. Yes, it is here, and this is a lot of the events that are coming up for the president election. I did cover on many of my other stories, but I wanted to kind of pull a general overview of the president election and to see if there was a couple of things that I actually wanted to know more about. Okay, so when I do connect with spirit in regards to the presidential election and Donald J. Trump, when I connect with this, I keep seeing a lot of things going on, obviously between a lot of lies and a lot of deceit surrounding this energy. Now, when I do connect with his name alone, I am connecting with a lot of things that he is focusing on. Foundations, okay? I'm feeling that this is much deeper. A lot of this was in plan because the moment you guys have all been waiting for, which is voting time, it is here, and a lot of manipulation, a lot of tactics, a lot of things that are going to be planned. I'm also keep hearing about some sort of concert. I don't know if this concert is connected to political issues, but it sounds like this concert is connected to the political agenda, having some sort of gathering, okay? Now, the gathering does not relate to Donald Trump. I want to be clear about that. I'm seeing that gathering happen on the Democratic side. The Democratic Party, I'm seeing some sort of gathering or having some sort of social influence to create a win situation for the Democratic Party. But I want to call in the energy of Trump. Many of you are thinking that the voting process is voting for the lesser of two evils. I want to be very clear from what I am picking up in the psychic realm is that this is not one of those situations. The situation of voting is literally between two parties that are cutthroat either way. Now, I'm not here to put my point of view on it, but I'm just getting what I'm getting from spirit, and what I'm getting from spirit is that both parties are not to be trusted. This is a very pivotal time for spiritual growth and evolvement, and also self-growth and evolvement. It is very important for you to focus on your social influence and your impact and how you can help people, also the ways in which you grow. Now, of course, you live in a society, we live in a society where there is a growth through all kind of ways, and then it's also the highlighted point to focus on the election right during this time. But I keep saying that a lot of people need to do a lot of intuitive work and not necessarily focus on this election. I'm still going to call in the energy of spirit, but spirit is guiding his children back to the core center, because I'm getting that it's a lot of satanic things such as rituals that are happening in regards to this election, and basically trapping or keeping souls of energies. So you don't want to consume a lot of the politics right now. I will tell you, it's going to be very important for you to fall back from that all the way back. A lot of people are being guided for their intuition, and what I am seeing right now is that Trump is under some sort of guidance as well. He is taking the time to do an immense amount of recovery. He is recovering from this energy. Now, he is having an issue because he does want to continue to move forward and actually just pick up the pieces where he left off. But I do get that he's under some sort of advisement that he needs to relax and actually take the time, and it also feels like that he's going to let it play out as it relates to the amount of time that he's going to take, okay? And I think all of this has to do with a correlation of pushing the vaccines to be out by a certain time, okay? I'm also getting that his energy is very uneasy right now. It's unsettling, and he doesn't know how or who to trust at this moment. Very important that I keep picking up from spirit. What I want to stress what I want to stress, you guys, is that I am getting that with this situation of Donald Trump, this will push the agenda for some sort of vaccines or some sort of vaccinations to be pushed at an earlier date than expected. So it's very common that that will happen. I'm also seeing that there is some sort of delay in the voting process. He is going to very possibly, you guys, this is strategically planned out. I want to let you guys know that in no way, shape, or form am I supportive of either parties. This is a spiritual issue. But what I picked up from Spirit is that this thing is planned out to push the voting process out to get to a point to where it's possibly even delayed, okay? So the voting process will be delayed so much to the point where it will push back the election process. What I'm picking up on is Donald Trump, the way that he came in contact with the illness, I am seeing a lot of mystical, a lot of magic being done, okay? A lot of magic being done as it relates to how he caught it. But I'm also seeing that there is some sort of underlying things that are playing out in the process. There is definitely some deception that is going on as it relates to it. You guys, I'm not even picking up that he's literally at a standstill at this point. I see him still moving around, going on about his life, but not in the public eye. I see a lot of things that are going on as far as trading and contracts. You will see an influx, and I want to make sure that I'm stressing this out because Spirit is making this connection. Due to everything that is going on, you will see an influx of pricing or price, I don't want to say like price gouging, but a pricing increase. You will see an influx of a pricing increase as it relates to things, because some things are going to change for the economy that I keep seeing. The economy is about to make a shift and it's going to change. Now, I want to make this connection to you guys so you know how important it is that these two parties, neither one I am seeing great things from this. Neither one am I seeing a great input or great output. So he's not the only one going through this by himself. This is definitely a group thing or group situation, but I do see this delaying the voting process. I do see something happening as it relates to the voting process, and it's not going as smoothly as it normally would because of the illness and because of the delays that the illness might cause. But what I am picking up from Spirit is that this energy that is being held from the election, you guys, I keep seeing the energy causing trapped energy. It's going to be very important. I will tell you, it's going to be very important to get things together. You want to stock up on your supplies and get things in order and get things ready, because I am seeing that we are up for a big challenge ahead. We're up for a big challenge ahead spiritually, and we're up for a big challenge ahead emotionally and physically. So as it relates to a lot of the things that are going on, e-commerce with finances and things like that, I do see there will be a challenge ahead. The delay in the election process will cause the stock market and will cause other entities to slow down, which will have an effect on you. So I see that it's going to be very important for you to start studying in some sort, or getting knowledgeable about some sort of marketing things and things that's going on market wise. I do see that it's important, like I mentioned before, for families to make sure you stock up on supplies and get things together. And I also am seeing here that it's going to be very important to during this voting process to not watch or entertain a lot of the news channels or a lot of the sources, because a lot of these things are being pushed, okay? A lot of these things are being pushed, and a lot of these things are being influenced to create some sort of issue with psyche or psyche dependency. I'm picking up on some sort of psyche dependency, okay? Where it creates an energy or some sort of dopamine, some sort of emotional attachment to connecting with triggers. Triggers are very important during this time. So what is happening is that a lot of events or a lot of things that are on platforms are going going to be released to help with triggering. I do see a lot of manipulation here. So I'm not seeing the best intention as it relates to connecting with a lot of media platforms, especially like the news channels or things like that, because of the sources of information that are being brought. It is like it's prepared or it's like it's prepared and it was ready for that particular content, and it's meant to give you some sort of some sort of hormone that keeps you addicted to the going back and forth, the craziness, okay? So you don't want to get consumed in it. I will tell you guys know I'm all about the spiritual journey, but I'm also about the practical journey as well. This time is going to be the very best time to work on a lot of things creative for your personal evolvement, because not just the creative side, the spiritual side as well. What is going on is there are two energies that are being combined, and they're literally at war. Now, if I talked about different planets and aliens and things like that, you will probably not be 100% on board, but I will tell you that there are different entities that are going on through a spiritual battle and a spiritual war. Now, I will say within this battle, you will notice that you feel drained more often during this time. You might often sleep a lot. You might often panic or worry a lot. Insomnia is going to be very high at an all-time high. You want to be very cautious of mental health awareness during this phase, because this time of the election, there is a push for a lot of your energy, and it takes your energy to go down to the voting polls to actually vote, right? It takes your energy to mail in the voting ballot to actually vote. It takes your energy to take the time to think about which candidate you want to vote for. I will tell you that both of these candidates, what I'm seeing, it feels like a twilight zone, you guys. I don't want you to get sucked in and consumed, because I'm not seeing that there is any major difference of the election. I'm not seeing that literally a major difference in why the votes matter. I'm not seeing that the votes would even matter during this election period. I am picking up a lot of information, obviously, on the electoral colleges. So the electoral colleges are going back and forth, and I'm also picking up on, this is very, very deep, but I'm picking up on, this is a war for the natural medicines versus the chemically induced medicines. So what I'm picking up is that it's very possible that Trump will hold out in the process of taking any type of medicine, any sort of medicine. He will be healing in a natural or a holistic way, but it will be shown to the world that there is some sort of medicine to induce things or to speed up the recovery process, but I see that is used to push a lot of the information into where the world is going, and to push the vaccine for being out ahead of schedule than what it's supposed to be ahead of. I keep witnessing an electrical shutdown, okay? So this will happen around this time of the year, very close to this election, very close to November, okay? I do see a lot of these things coming up. I cannot tell you guys enough. This is the time to focus on preparedness for your soul. This is time for your soul to elevate. You want to think about the things that is connected to your gut, because your gut is directly connected to manifesting. Your gut is directly connected to your solar plexus and how you shine your light in the world. We are all here to bring some sort of light and to do our part with our healing in our soul. This process right now, you guys, is a lot of people that are connecting intuitively and being guided in their steps in the way they go about things. And I'm seeing the election as being something that is going to distract you if that is the goal that you're trying to get to. So I want to encourage you to use your time wisely. Use your energy wisely. It is your energy, no one else. And none of this could be pushed forward without your energy. You have to think about how powerful you are. You alone hold enough energy to either go with the voting process or choose the candidate at all, or not go with the voting process. I will tell you, there is a lot of manipulation on both sides. The energy that I'm picking up on, you guys, is very important to focus on elevation. So I know this reading is about Donald Trump, and I will tell you that I do see that his wife very much did contact this as well. It's a lot of people in his camp that do have this, but I want to get to the matter at hand, because even though the election is about Donald Trump and about Joe Biden and about Kamala Harris and all of these entities that are going on, you guys, it's much more going behind the scenes. That this is not just about the voting process. This is a lot about your sovereignty. There are going to be a lot of policies in place that will be put in place to take away your sovereignty as a human being. I don't think you guys understand what I'm getting from Spirit and how important this is. That Spirit is actually not wanting you to focus on the aspect of the elections. Spirit is wanting you to focus on your soul and your spiritual involvement, you guys. This is very important, because a lot of your energies will be used for a ritual process in the voting aspect. And I also see that he will come out on side, but there is someone that is very close to him in his camp. A male energy that does have this virus as well, that does hold the virus as well, but he is a key point to what is going on. The reason why I keep seeing this male energy pop up into Donald Trump's reading is because he is actually the one that is behind the scenes that's making the moves. So what you guys see is Donald Trump, but there is a male energy that he's very close with that's behind the scenes that is making all of the calls, okay? That is making all of the energies. And as I mentioned before, there are a lot of things that are trying to slow Donald Trump down, and he is going to slow down just a little bit, but he's not really having it. He's ready to move forward. He's ready to get up and move. He doesn't want to sit too long, so don't be surprised if you see him back at it in the next day or so, because all of these things, I do see a press conference coming up very soon. So don't be surprised if you see him already out speaking and talking very quickly. Also, if you would like for me to discuss more content about your soul and your spiritual elevation and how you can get connected with the aspect of your solar plexus, how it helps you with your creativity, how this is the year to start those things that you've always desired, how this is the year for you to not hold back and to tap into your unlimited power as a god, as a goddess, as a source of light. If you would like for me to cover that information, please let me know in the comments below. As you all know, I am aligned with Ariana, and I want to thank you for aligning with me. If you would like your own personal reading on life, past, present, and future, please visit www.alignwithariana.com for more details, for more goodies, for more working your magic. Peace, love, I do. Bye.